And welcome back to American Agenda. I'm Heather Childers along with Bob Sellers. A longtime Democratic strategist, James Carville, appearing on CNN, giving some advice to Democrats and blasting the party's what he calls metropolitan arrogance and urban smugness.
Yeah.
It's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something he says, though, that will be detrimental to Democrat efforts. Listen.
Well, I think to speak plain English, and this is what David said, that the nature of being a Democrat is you respect everybody and you particularly respect people's labor. And so often Democrats come across with this metropolitan arrogance or urban smugness that people feel. And it hurts us. And by the way, it even hurts us with people that live in cities that don't speak this jargony faculty lounge language.
Jargony faculty lounge language. So will Democrats listen to the man known as the Ragin' Cajun, Bob, or should they?
They should, and they won't.
I want to hear your imitation of him, too.
No, I'm not going to do it. But he's somebody that was there in the day.
Yeah.
He's the one that came. It's the economy stupid. He has been there for winning campaigns. He understands the average person. Here's the problem. Even in New York, we're in New York right now. New York people don't understand people that are in Arkansas, people in Nebraska, people in Alabama. They have, so many of them here have a condescending attitude toward them there. And the media is based here. And they don't understand those folks. And that, by and large. And so that's all James Carville is saying is you're in your highfalutin places, you're looking down on the rest of this country. And the rest of this country, by the way, helps make this country what it is. And he's saying that they're missing out on that while they're having all their wine and toast little parties and everything.
But you know where they were having those toasts and wines and parties over the past year? They all ran away and left New York City and left LA.
That's true.
And to go to those places that they look down on.
But they still look down on the rest of the country, especially the South. I'm sorry.
Right.
And I live there. And it's part of me, part of my heart. It's why I understand a lot of people that watch this network and why a lot of people on other networks don't get what the folks that are out there.
Yeah. Amy, what do you think? I mean, we had the Raging Cajun saying this, and then just today we had President Biden standing in front of signs saying, you know, the blue-collar blueprint for America.
Right. Well, we also found out that today he likes chocolate chip ice cream, and there was a double scoop, and everyone was in awe of that. So that was hard-hitting journalism. You know, I think those people that ran away to also have their wine and cheese, maybe they joined California Governor Newsom at the French Laundry restaurant that was, you know, more than $300 a plate during the lockdown. It is no surprise, it is no secret that, yes, if you are from an urban area versus a rural area, of course there are differences. Here in Nevada, there's stark differences. If you're somebody from Clark County, which encompasses Las Vegas, and you plan on running statewide and you've never traveled our state, we are completely different. As soon as you leave Clark County, it is rural. Yeah. There is ranch for miles. So it does make a difference that you're able to understand and speak of the folks that you are going to represent. He is smart. James Carville is very smart. We don't have to agree with him politically, but the man is 76 years old. He's ready to rip it off, tell it like it is, and he's done it for almost his entire life. He is 100% correct on his analysis with the Democratic Party. He's also correct in saying that President Trump, what he did well was he spoke simply, and everyone was able to understand that there was a crisis, and he would use the term woke. And if woke is destroying our country, you and I would understand that woke and destroying is very easy to understand, and that's a red flag. Where then you have the Democrats, like he mentioned, they have their other form of speech that talks over your head, the faculty speech.
Stacy, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier with the Democrats now stealing from the Trump playbook.
Yeah, I mean, so George Carville is right. He has been right before. I don't agree with him politically, but he's very common sense, and I understand that. It's the same thing with Bill Maher, who's recently been on a kick where, you know, I keep hearing him and going, am I agreeing with him again? So he's been right about a lot of the issues. He's speaking about the disconnect between the regional areas of this country. which I saw a study once that said there are 5 Americas within our nation. And that speaks to the regional differences, the vernacular, and not just the way people think, the way they live, but also the way they communicate with each other. So that being said, we're still all Americans, and we're still all intelligent enough to know when we're being lied to, or when someone is trying to pull the wool over our eyes, as the Biden administration is trying to do, by pretending that they're these common sense people who just moments ago weren't saying defund the police. And at the local level, they're still saying that. Here in St. Louis, Tashara Jones, the new mayor of the city of St. Louis, is actually going to defund the police, so that we in the county can pay extra money to pay for the police support, because our police will go to the city and support them. So look, the Democrats are doing this. This is their playbook. They run on crazy stuff. They govern on crazy stuff, but they say nice things to the camera. Don't fall for it, Americans. Do not listen.
Speaking of crazy stuff,
can I actually
hold on.
piggyback on that real quickly?
Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about this. We're just going to take a quick break and pay some bills, and then we'll jump in and we'll let you go, Amy, and Hal, you as well. So everyone, stick around. More crazy stuff from the Democrats, including Bernie Sanders, up next.